Have you cleaned it up?
Oh, excellent! Thank you very much. Very cheap, very cheap. Marvellous. Thank you so much.
Just goes to prove there's one born every minute.
Oh, and 5 pounds. Oh, yes, that's like more money for me. Yeah.
Gold, dirty money.
Yeah. Over here, now. Look, I can juggle with it as well, right? We have to take them now.
You mean if I have a long travel on and we swap?
It is quite literally a power struggle.
Now, if we swap, that's carbon trading. That's really good. How about that? Carbon trading. That's really reduced.
Carbon trading works.
Anyone can do it. That's the difference.
You can get your hands filthy with carbon trading.
Yeah.
Filthy hands.
Have you got any dirty coal to compare it with?
Yeah, exactly. Can you show me some dirty coal?
Yes.
Okay.
Dirty coal. Old coal.
Right, let's have a look.
Very bad. Very bad.
Dirty coal, clean coal, dirty coal.
Dirty coal. Yeah. So what are you trying to sell us this morning, E.ON? Oh, clean coal. So not like the old stuff? No? Much better?
Guaranteed to save the planet. We're doing our bit.
That's fantastic.
Climate change is the centre of what we do. Right.
Yeah, you're causing it, ain't ya?
Oh, so climate change is actually a good thing?
No. It's a very great practical. We're very concerned to eradicate this.
So what's the magical thing that you're doing to the coal to make this clean?
We are making sure that the coal-fired power station we're going to build it in is going to be ready to take the carbon out when we can.
That's amazing. So you're not actually going to stop burning it. You're going to make that okay to burn it.
In the future.
So what we're going to do is going to make this coal very clean as soon as we can. But we want you to let us build a nice big power station to make sure that your children are warm this winter. Because clearly that is the most important priority. Warm this winter. And next.
So I noticed you said as soon as you can. Would you like to elaborate on when that might be?
Well,
no
my
one can
colleagues
predict the
here,
future, can they? No one, no.
No, and clearly it's in our best interest to make sure that we deliver you with the best technology, and therefore we wouldn't like to do this prematurely. And clearly it also has to be done extremely economically because we need to deliver you with the right price on electricity.
Okay, that's interesting. So from I don't know, but should we not wait until it's been made, this new technology, before we build a new power station, or is that not?
No. It takes a very long time to build power stations, and therefore we have to make sure it's carbon capture ready.
Yes.
Carbon capture ready.
Yes.
We've got to keep the lights on, nice and cheap for everybody.
Yes.
Oh. Now. And we'll worry about the future when it comes.
So what you're saying basically is if we don't build this new power station, the lights are going to go off. Is that correct?
Oh yes, it's a disaster.
So it's not the case that by 2020 40% of our electricity has to come from renewables. Is that not the case?
Well, clearly it is the case, but clearly that's only 40%, my dear. I think you really do need to get your facts straight.
Worry about the 60%.
I really think you lovely little campaigners really need to get your facts straight. 40%, darling. So we need another 60%. Do you realise? And of course, things are getting more energy intensive all the time. So we really need to. This population is expanding.
What's going on here? What's that device you've got in your hands?
Greenwash tester.
How's that work then?
I test you and you're safe. No greenwash. As I move it to the pole, it's not the greenwash detector. Oh, please.
Well, this greenwash detector seems to contradict your being economical with the truth about the cleanness of this coal.
Just being economical. Economical, that's what we're being. Yes.
So it's not lies then, it's just economical.
Economic. Yes. In the long
Economical
run.
with the truth.
In the long run. In the long run, it's good for everyone. In the long run, right? Well, it's certainly good for us. Yeah.
Do you think it's better for your profits than it is for the global climate?
Well, it's our profits that we care about.
So climate change is the heart of our thinking.
Oh, yes, I've got that line.
What's that, fat cat?
Climate change is at the heart of our thinking. And that's why we're so
It might be at the heart of your thinking, but it's at the heart of what we breathe with.
I need to keep my fat cat profits coming in because otherwise stay fat otherwise.
You'll be cold. He needs to.
But fat cat, you're a peak predator. You depend on eating smaller creatures, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, they depend on eating greenery.
Yes.
The greenery, the small creatures you eat depend on a clean atmosphere, don't they?
Well, you could say that, yeah. It's clean cold, so if you like.
But if you poison the atmosphere, you're poisoning your food chain, aren't you?
No, I'm just getting fatter.
Don't you think that's a very narrow, blinkered attitude?
Well, yeah.
Move over to the other side, probably. I appreciate that, but we don't want to block up the pavement.
Okay, we on this side. Foxy Greenwash, we on this side.
I know, we're preparing to stand there with the Foxy Greenwash. I think we've got immunity most of us to the Foxy Greenwash, so we can stand there. We should be members of the public, but Foxy Greenwash is inside this building. I'm sorry, I have to let you know that. Foxy Greenwash is killing planet ecosystem. Certainly killing human species. It's quite a possibility that all the other...
We can't go and stop, otherwise it goes really quiet.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
National Climate Market. More coal.
And what happens in the gap between building the power station and the technology to take the carbon out of its source?
We're doing everything we can, and everyone obviously needs to...
How many billions of CO2, how many billions of tons of CO2 are going to go into the atmosphere in that gap?
Well, some, but obviously other people will need to play their role in energy efficiency and stuff like that. Yeah. And we've got a solution here, you know, so you should be glad and pay for it, frankly.
Frankly, I'm not buying it.
So what we say to E.ON is we don't want your coal, we don't want your coal-fired power stations. This is not the way to a low-carbon economy. Invest your money in renewables like solar, wind and wave. That's the way to go. So E.ON, just clear off. We don't want your coal, we don't want your coal-fired power stations. The best thing you can do is go somewhere. Maybe if you want to build a coal-fired power station, do it in Mars.
We have the same systems we try also to save E.ON. And I can tell you, I don't know if everybody knows that E.ON is emerging from former local Bavarian suppliers. And I want to tell E.ON now that they should come back home, come back to Bavaria. We don't want to here in England, we just want you in Bavaria being a local supplier and not being an international supplier. Thank you. A little bit of history there.
Keep it.
That's certainly let me know. I didn't know about that. That's very interesting.
Small is beautiful.
Small is good. Let's go back there.